Me, Brenda, Joe, Sandy, and JoJo, Andrea, Dan, and Jason. Anybody else? Let me know. We are going to do, everyone who's prepared a roast, we're going to have them share, and then if people would like to add something, we'll have time to do that. So if you get inspired throughout the evening and you want to share it. Okay, without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, you may know him as a friend, as a neighbor, as your Uncle Ed, your brother Eddie, your buddy or pal, that friend that you try to hide from your other friend. Ed Chris! Volume if we need to, right? No, it's all right. It's all right.
A lot of people that can't hear them.
It's all the way up, yeah. Okay. It's all the way up, so I'm going to speak a little louder. For those of you that don't know me, and I hope you know my dad, my name is Dana. I'm the second of 3 daughters. I'm the middle child. So as you might have guessed, this roast is my idea. Like my dad, I'm a joker too. My mom wanted to have a nice party for Dad, and I said, I just don't think that's appropriate. And I don't think Dad would enjoy that either. So let's do a roast. And I don't really think Mom knew what a roast was when she agreed, but she's found out over the last couple of weeks, what we're into. The biggest reason I had for saying let's do a roast is because I've been made fun of by my dad my whole life. Non-stop jokes. I mean, has anyone else shared this experience? been the butt of a joke or a prank. So I think tonight's the perfect opportunity to share some of that back with him. I want to tell a quick story. I apologize, I'm losing my voice. To kind of get everyone in the right mindset for tonight. A couple months ago, we were at the wedding of Zach Leverett and his new wife, Candy. It was a beautiful reception, and my mom was out of town, so it was me and my dad and my younger sister, Dawn, and we're sitting in a big reception hall, and there's TV screens all over the room, and they had prepared a video to show of a proposal that Zach made and some other things to tell their story. And the audio wasn't working on the video, so there was kind of like an awkward moment where we're sitting around waiting for it to start working, and I leaned over and I said to my dad, I sure wish you could hear this, it's beautiful. And the ladies at the table all go, oh, that's so mean. Don't I just laugh, we're like, you don't know him. So, if you don't know him well enough, then he can take a joke. He certainly has dished out plenty over the course of his life. So tonight we'll poke some fun at him and also share some good stories and maybe even share some of his more endearing qualities. So without further ado, I'd like to introduce my brother-in-law, Joe Moyer, who flew in from Brookville, Maryland today. He's leaving tomorrow. Joe Moyer.
With your body. Ed. What? I've only known you for 30 years. Next year. Hi everybody, Joe Moyer. I'm not a family member. I was the guy who tried to steal his oldest daughter away back the Ball State days in 1986. For those of you who don't know, I just found out tonight, I'm from Maryland, not from Indiana. Came out to Ball State, and now we live back in Maryland. So we also are the owners of these 2 grandkids that you hear a lot about, Maddie and James. James, 17, right over here. Maddie is back studying for midterms in college. She's a sophomore back in Maryland. So, Pops, just a couple stories on my 30 years, but I want to start with happy birthday now that you're 70. There's some advantages to being 70. So I'm going to start out with those, okay? So, first of all, you're not on a clock. No one expects you to run anymore. You can't run. People will call at 9 o'clock, and they will say, "Did I wake you?" The things you buy now, they're never going to wear out. You can eat dinner at 4 o'clock and get the discounts. You can actually sing along with the elevator music. It's outstanding. Your joints are actually more accurate than the National Weather Service. I've been with you. I know about those joints. Your secrets are your secrets. They're so old, so are your friends like Dan, that they're safe. Sorry, Dan, I had to roast you too. Your supply of brain cells is finally down to a manageable size. And I know your daughters, they stopped listening to you a long time ago, but the good news is, Max and Marshall, the dogs, they will listen to Ed. And last but not least, of being 70, you can actually steal from the Home Depot, and you can claim insanity now.
They won't arrest you if you're over 65.
I have no idea he's ever done that, but he's done a lot of projects at my house. He's probably done projects for a lot of people over here. My bill is always through the roof. I don't know if the project's successful, but he's built laundry chutes and probably half of my house. But he always seems to come home with something at the Home Depot. He's like, "Oh, hey, we gotta try this. I was talking to the guy. He knows a guy in every town probably, right?" But for your birthday, so Denise and I, we're thinking about maybe getting you into the modern era. But what about a cell phone? Does anyone think Ed can use a cell phone?
Yes!
Well, you might not know this, but the younger generation, they use a cell phone and they use these little acronyms, like they try to shorten down the words. So we're thinking about getting you a cell phone, and you can then now speak to Brenda and others with some of these acronyms that I built for you, okay? So this is texting, they call it. Yeah, it's something that's new now. So, like LOLs, laughing out loud, you probably see Brenda put that on Facebook, or, sometimes she'll post every now and again. So, your acronyms are the following. So, CBM, covered by Medicare. CUATSC, see you at the Senior Center. TTYL, talk to you louder. WAITT, who am I talking to? That happens. TGIF, we've heard it. For Ed, thank God I farted. MIT, keep it simple. MIT, every restaurant, more iced tea? Text that. But that's going to bring MBT, more bathroom trips. And of course, after dinner, MIC, more ice cream. But then, as you wore today, WYD. What's that mean, James Down? What you doing, the kids say? For you, it's, where's your diaper? GTTHD, going to the Home Depot. And then IMHAO, is my hearing aid on? Who's heard Ed with the hearing aid? But I heard one on the drive over. Ed drove us over tonight, and there it is. Is it on? He's gonna want to turn this off in like half an hour, right? But I heard one that I heard from my own dad, and that is hair, HAIR. But it's not hair. It's my hearing aid is ringing, and he's got to touch it. And then one of my favorites, Brenda will probably come to you, it's BIDT. He's done it for years. Brenda, it's donut time. Or guys, it could be Chick-fil-A time, right? We'll teach him how to text that.
They still over Chick-fil-A. They raised the price of coffee.
Oh, coffee went up, I heard, so no more Chick-fil-A. It's no longer free. So I'm just kind of warming up the big roasters. I've got, you know, a lot of stories over the year of Ed. Always pulling off a joke. Whether we were in Disney World for our 9th trip with the grandkids, and you know how embarrassing it is when he talks to every server that comes by. Yeah, Cheryl, you know you've been there. But overall, I'm going to save the good roasting and talking to my friends, but as the son-in-law, I better not go too deep, right? I got to leave that for the friends. And as the grandfather to our grandchildren, we want to say, you know, way back from when I met Dee at Ball State, all 3 of your daughters absolutely adore you. I found that out the hard way. I found that out by when I first met Dee at Ball State, trying to my hot pickup line, like, hey, you live by the airport, maybe we can give you a ride. She said, ask my dad. Crash and burn. Hey, I play on the men's volleyball team. We're nationally ranked, you know, it's really cool. She looked at me, boys play volleyball? Ask my dad, he loves volleyball. Crash and burn. So fast forward 7 years later, and I'm going to propose to Dee. We're in Maryland, she got a job. This is it. I've got to be traditionalist. I'm going to call Ed. I have a plan. I'm going to wake her up at 5 in the morning. We're getting in a hot air balloon, both of us, and I'm going to propose to her in a bungee jump. It's going to be epic. I call Ed. I sneak out in the garage of my parents' house in Rockville, Maryland. I said, Ed, this is Joe Moyer. Just want to ask your permission to marry your daughter tomorrow. Yeah, that sounds good. Just like Ed would say. But then he said, what's your plan? I'm like, well, I have a great plan. Here's what we're going to do. And he said, that's a great plan, young man. But she won't get in the hot air balloon. No. I figured out. I talked about it. We're going up. It's going to be the sunrise, 5:30 in the morning in Virginia. It's going to be beautiful. That's a great plan, but she's not getting in the hot air balloon. The old man is crazy. I mean, I worked it out. She's getting in the hot air balloon. I'm paying big money for this. Right until the point we get there, and she looks, says, I can't get in the hot air balloon. Are you kidding me? No, I've run it. We got it. No, I can't get it. So, of course, those of you know me, I got in the hot air balloon. I proposed to her from about 200 yards up there, and then I jumped. She asked me where the ring was. I don't know what that was all about. Somebody handed it to her. But it really goes back to, Ed, that your daughters, they do adore you. Definitely, you did a good job with these 3 girls. Couldn't have been easy. We'll save those stories for later. But, you know, being from Maryland and having a 17-year-old here, I got to tell you, I went to Ball State. I love the people from Indiana. You are truly salt of the earth. And now that James is looking at colleges, he flew out last summer, by the way, and went on a trip just with Ed, the 2 boys. Purdue, IU, and Ball State. And I would be happier if my son went to school in Indiana. So, thank you for all the good times. Let's have a lot more. And celebrate everybody. Thank you for coming. Appreciate the time. We flew in because we would not miss this for a million years. Unfortunately, Maddie has a ton of homework and exams, so we're going to keep her studying. She said hello. Who's the next roaster? We've got some great guests, and the next roaster is Dan Schaefer, who I've also known for about 29 years, and we're going to have a show. Thanks, everybody.
I am 5 months older than the other. Do I need a microphone back there? I probably don't, do I? You need a microphone? Well, here's the problem. I gotta have my hands free for this. I do that.
You want somebody to hold it for you, Dan?
Well, we might go that if we're having trouble here. So, get that out. Joe had a lot of nice things to say, but I didn't see him give him one single gift. So I have got some good for you, Ed. Okay. Oh, there, keep that down, we don't want to spoil the surprise. Ed and I have been together for like 45 years, something like that as friends. Cheryl and Brenda started out, I can't hear, I can do that now for I guess. Cheryl and Brenda and got started out working together at Fire Light, and along came Ed, and we haven't stopped having a great time. He and I have probably made 3 trips, I think, to Las Vegas in a car. And let me tell you, if you spend 3 days going to Las Vegas with Ed, you know him well. You spend the night with him even. You see him in his underwear. Thank God he just keeps his underwear on. But I'm not sure about it tonight. So, with that in mind, I kind of want to put together some gifts for you. And I got to tell you that one of the things that we've discovered, because we go out a lot, and when we're on vacation, we go as soon as we get there, first thing we do, the girls, Brenda, Cheryl, and I all head for the pool. And we're laying around and getting sun and in the water. And then we play canasta, the 3 of us. We go looking around and we can't find Ed. He's not anywhere around. Ed, where you at, man? Well, come to find out, one of our trips that we made, Ed made the comment to me, he said, well, you know what? I don't like wearing a swimsuit because I feel like my legs are too skinny. So I thought, how can I help this guy? I want him to be at the pool with us. I want him to play canasta with us. So with that in mind, Ed, I've done a little thing for you here. Yeah, I got you a swimsuit. I specially designed it for you. There it is. And the beauty of this is that there's pins here, and he'll be able to shorten that as the year progresses, and he'll be able to bring these up, and he'll get real secure about having his skinny legs show. So, now, what I'm hoping for is that by 2016, we will be able to get Ed in the brand new swimsuit that I got for him. Yeah. This little baby is for the bravest of heart. And I will tell you this, Ed, the good news is your butt will be covered. You're okay there. So I'd like to present that to you. And hopefully you wear that, the pool. You wear it now too. Well, Joe brought it up, and I'm glad he did. Here he is, and retired from AT&T phone company, probably 30 years there or more. Just to kind of pull the room here, how many people got a cell phone? How many people got a cell phone? Look at this, Ed. Look. 90% of the people got a cell phone. Does Ed have a cell phone? No, there's no cell phone for Ed. But I have also fixed that. I've got you a brand new cell phone. So I want you to be able to wear that. Keep that cell phone on.
You can text
Keep it right there. Yeah, you don't have to text it. Now wait a minute. Let me help you out here. If you peel the duct tape back, you'll be able to make calls. So just keep that in mind. You may have to use that. All right. Well, one of the things that Ed and I do a lot, and that is, if the girls decide, hey, we're going to go and catch a chick flick somewhere, go out to lunch ourselves, and I would tell you that we immediately, I'll say, don't worry about it, we're going to go to Hooters, because that's what we like. And now, I'm going to come back to Hooters in just a little bit, though, because it'll be worth talking about that later. But anyhow, we go over to I don't want to say Chick-fil-A, that's where you go. We go to Olive Gardens. I love that soup and salad. And one of the things that I've learned over time is that Ed has a particular menu that he operates to. It never varies at all, no deviation. So I got you the official menu, so you'll never have to figure out on their menu what you want at Olive Garden. Now wait a minute, here it is. It's available for you to use, and it says that he wants to order spaghetti, no sauce, dressing, no salad dressing, breadsticks, no butter, and all the free iced tea I can get my hands on, but he'll have to pay for the first one. Most of us know about that, don't we? You try to get at least one iced tea in it. Yes, and by the way, the iced tea cannot have sugar, it has to be unsweetened. So, with that in mind, here's your menu, we're gonna keep it. Now, back to the Hooter thing. One of the things that 10 years ago, right in this room, Ed and I, he was here for my 60th birthday. And I tell you, the guy is a wonderful guy, and he really took a lot of thought in what he was going to get me for my birthday. So, along about midway through the birthday, he comes up behind me and he says, where is it that you like to eat the most? I said, well, we go to Olive Garden and stuff like that. No. What do you tell the girls? What do you tell the girls when just two of us are going to go? I said, well, we're going to go to Hooters. So I turn around and here's 3 Hooter girls that come in with their nice outfits on, and they provided me with the happiest birthday I've ever had. Now, I will tell you that the manager came along, and the manager was, I think he was a little scared of what 2 old men were going to do with 3 Hooter girls. But it came out, it worked out okay. So, I had to say to myself, how in the world can I possibly top that? There's no way to top 3 Hooter girls this way. No, well, I'm going to give it a try. I know one of the things Ed does is that he spends about, well, you did, I guess the price of coffee went up and now one of the guys is dragging you off somewhere else. Yeah. But let me tell you what, this guy is the Chick-fil-A king. And in fact, you can almost figure any day you go there, in the morning, he's going to be over there, or was over there, and he's getting free iced tea, or paying iced tea, and then you get about, what, 4 refills? Yeah. And it's always the jumbo size. So, I thought, well, okay, Chick-fil-A seemed like a pretty good connection for me. I had the Hooter girls, and so I brought along a special friend to provide a little present for you too. So I got him here for you. Let me get him. Well, I might have to. We'll see. I'm allowed to talk. How do you feel about being here? Oh, he says he's utterly delighted to be here. He's utterly delighted. Well, tell me, old buddy, you hang out at Chick-fil-A all the time. Does anybody know your name? His name, let's see, it's Cowabunga. Cowabunga is here to give you a happy birthday, Ed. Well, Cowabunga, let me ask you this. Do you have any boyfriends? Any boyfriends? Do you have any of them that you like real well? Oh, okay. Oh, so Ed's a good friend of yours. Well, by the way, Cowabunga, I noticed you got this sign in the front and in the back. What's the reason behind that? What? Oh my gosh! You mean that you try to keep Ed and the boys from doing any inappropriate touching? Okay, that sounds like a good idea. Yeah, we don't want any of that over here. Well, let me ask you this, there, Cowabunga. You got a boyfriend? Do you have a bullfriend? Do you have a bullfriend? What's that bullfriend's name? Well, let me see here. It is Billy Bush. The bull. Billy Bush the bull. Here, can you hear me back here? Okay, I talk pretty loud. So Billy Bush the bull is your boyfriend. Well, have you been dating long or anything? Oh, you've been dating for 9 months. Well, how do you do that? Because you're at Chick-fil-A, 5-6 days a week. Oh, I forgot. Chick-fil-A is closed on Sunday, so he's got a free day there, doesn't he? Okay. Well, let me tell you, how's things going in your life? Well, oh wow. Cowabunga is with Cal. He's pregnant. You can see it with the belly. Look at that. You can see it. Cowabunga is with Cal. Oh yeah. And, do you have any labor pains? Anything that bothers you or anything? Huh? Well, have you had any labor pains? Here, let's see. No. Oh, wait a minute, Ed. He's starting. Wait a minute. What do you do? What do you do? Moo. What's that? March? You gotta be kidding me. March the 7th, you're due? March the 7th, that's tonight. You're due tonight? Oh man, okay, hang on. You got it. Just take it easy. I got Ed here to talk. So let's just have a little lay down there. Get ready here. Ed, here. Put these safety glasses on. Put this on. Okay, now, you just gotta reach up in there and see if you can feel that baby cow. See? Oh my gosh! Like, Ed, what's the matter? What's the matter, cowbugger? You got in the wrong hole. Crying out loud. Just step back. I can take care of this. I can take. No. You already. Hey, you tried to get a cow pie instead of a cow. I can't have that. So let's see if we can get that baby out of there. Let's see here. I feel it. Got the embryo. I got it. Here he is. A little baby. Okay. Hey, cowbugger. Hey, have you named the baby yet? What? Oh, Janet Jersey. And what? Well, this is great. You want to give it to Ed? You don't want to keep the cow? Okay. Ed, I'd like to have you hang that on your mirror so that they'll see you when you come in to Chick-fil-A.
Yeah.
So make sure and have that hanging here. And, you got anything else for you? Oh, yeah. Okay. All right. We have got a special parking permit for Ed. And it says parking permit for the chick magnet. So wherever you go, chick magnets, you've got that to put on your dashboard. And oh, by the way, all the folks, including Billy Boost Bull and Calabunga, have signed it. And all the gals there at Chick-fil-A, they couldn't wait to sign it. And oh, by the way, they didn't know him by Ed. I had to go by, you know Ed? No, I said, how about unsweetened tea? I know unsweetened tea. So there you go, buddy. You get that. All right. Okay. Well, now let me ask you this, Cowbunga. We're about to wrap it up tonight, but have you got anything else that you'd like to share with me? Moo. Oh, okay. All right. Let me look in here and see what you got. Oh, buddy. This sounds pretty good. He just said that he has got 3 days and 2 nights at the Chick-fil-A bed and breakfast. Right over there, you get the next week, they're going to put it in your honor, and you're going to, here you go, Ed, we've got 3 passes, one for each day, and, that's sad. Oh, bad news, Ed. There's the guy going to have time to get a bed. But we got you a card. This is the key card for the dumpster. So you can go ahead and get yourself in the dumpster and stay 2 starry nights in the dumpster, 3 days, and you got a meal tickets and stay. So you can't ask for anything better than that. If there's anything else for him, oh, you want to sleep in the dumpster too? Well, let's get a blanket for him. We want to make sure he has a blanket. Let's see here. Okay, you better get your blanket here so you can be nice and warm in the dumpster. And is there anything else you might need? Okay. All right, I see it here. All right. Hey, some bad news, Ed. Security's not working there. No security. So we got him a nice little weapon to sleep with. So there you go, buddy. Don't use on me. Okay. All right. So there we go. We got that. And is there anything else? One other thing, sure. Okay. We got it right here. Here is a iced tea. From unsweetened iced tea. And oh, by the way, the gals there said they glued the lid on so you can never get a refill. So, I'd like to say to you that Calabunga and I say that's the greatest guy we've ever been hanging out with for about 40-some years. So, happy birthday, Ed.